Hi, this is Mrs. Gerhart, and today I'm going to show you how to use Google Drawing and put a couple of pieces together. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is go to your Google Drive, go to New, go to More, and you can find Google Drawings there. Then once you've opened it up, I always suggest changing your file name so that you can find it again after you are finished. So I'm going to name mine for today Gerhart Graphic Design Practice. Next, to add an image, there are two ways. I can go to the thing that looks like a mountain, and if I hover over it, you can see that the word image comes up because that's one way to insert. Or the other way is to go to insert and then go to image. So either way works. I'm going to use the image button, and then I'm going to go to my Google Drive because I've already saved an image from Pixlr Editor that I was working on earlier. Next, I'm going to find the image that I want to be working with, and I placed it in my graphic design folder, and I'm going to select that image. Notice with Google Drawing, my background is clear and see-through, and as I'm starting to add my image, I can move it around. The other thing that's a helpful tip to know is how to crop your image, because I've got a lot of extra space around my heart, and I want to enlarge the heart so that it takes up more of the overall page. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the crop button. It looks like two right angles joined together, and you'll see the black edge coming up, and then I can go ahead and I can drag the edge of the black rectangle in towards my heart, and then once I click and double click on the heart, it will crop that image. Once I've done this, then I can go ahead, I can move it, I can also resize my overall image that I'm working with and move it around on the page. Next, I want to decide what type of text I'm going to be adding to this image, and I'm going to make it something that goes with the image. So graphic design, a logo typically would have an image and some type of text. So I'm going to go ahead and create a text box, and I'm just going to write the word heart for today. Now, obviously, this is very small and it doesn't really match the heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change its size. I would suggest at least close to 100. 96 is the largest on here, but you can go ahead and make it even bigger by changing the number within that piece. Then I'm going to try and start to find some type of font that looks like it would work well overall with the design that I have. I want to try and match the two styles together. So since this has a little bit of a rounded edge, I'm looking for something that also has a little bit of a rounded edge. Comic Sans is going to work pretty well for me here. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to start to match my image and my text together. So I'm also going to play with the color. So I can go ahead and I can start to work with the colors that I'm given, see if I can match up. I'm not quite happy with that match yet. It looks like it needs to be a little bit darker of a blue. So I might play with that a little bit more, going back and forth and checking my work as I go along and trying to find something that matches. After I have my design made, I'm checking, is my image and my text similar in size? Now, I placed my image next to my text. Some people might place their image above their text, so maybe they would have the heart in here. Maybe it's even overlapping, and you can see that you can even move this text box around to change up. I'm not going to do this with mine because of these two colors being exactly the same. I wouldn't be able to see my word, and I'm trying to line areas up. So for example, I'm trying to line up the bottom edge of this heart shape with the bottom edge of the word. Once I'm finished, Google Drawing automatically saves, so I don't need to go ahead and save this. Typically, if this is for some type of assignment, you're either going to be printing it or possibly sharing it through Schoology.